Hi Leo, welcome into a mid-month general reading for you for the month of September 2024. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. It feels like things are working out finally, all right? It doesn't mean that things haven't been working out for you in certain ways, we're winding back, even speaking upon the first half of this month or around there, but it just feels like things are panning out and falling into place quite smoothly. You take a turn for the better and it works out better than expected. It feels like with the Page of Wands being your overall energy, there's a significant new beginning of importance. Now, for a lot of which I feel it's a move of residence or a new job, but I do feel as if there's a focus on new beginnings in your life on a multitude of levels in different areas. Somebody's taking a step towards exiting single life, right? Meeting somebody or continuing that connection of importance. It could be, that person's finally committing to you that you've been speaking to or dating. But it does feel like all the meanwhile, somebody's finally moving into that place of residence once again. Somebody's finally getting that acceptance letter or it being voiced when it comes to a new job. But I also feel like somebody's jumping into entrepreneurship. Those are all the major categories, potentials that I'm getting. So apply it as you may. I guarantee whatever ends up being for you, you already have partial knowledge in regards to it, or at the very least know that it's something you want and or need. But your desires are changing. It feels like you maybe thought you wanted something, desired something specifically, and now maybe because something else different is put in front of you, or you're now feeling connected to it, it's like your desires are developing. And that's not a bad thing. It just feels like you need to flow with how things are changing within and outside of you. And, as the options do pop up for you when they're meant to. But moving on to the Four of Pentacles, there's a focus on your financial savings. We will be doing a mid-September money and career read, but it does feel as if this is there's a decent focus in regards to that. It feels like you're going to need to manage where you feel your control lies within the remainder of September. And this it needs to involve you feeling it out, okay? Trusting your intuition and what you've learned and experienced recently, and therefore proceeding with caution, proceeding with levels of strategy and purposefulness. They're also saying there was a significant past situation that is similar to what you're beginning. And you need to remember this because you made a couple mistakes. You didn't do everything perfectly. And they're not saying there's an expectation or should be for you to be perfect, but we're going to guarantee in different ways that this situation lasts and continues, proceeds, develops as it's meant to, right? Smoother proceeding, if you will. The Hanged Man coming out as well, because I feel as if the remainder of September holds great importance in regards to you doing what you do best, hanging from your tree of wisdom and experiences and talent all the meanwhile, and knocking it out of the park, impressing people. I know not every Leo likes to put on a show, become that, or utilize that ability to be a storyteller, but it does feel like the majority of this collective will be doing that at certain points. Definitely gives me the energy of me on this channel and, at work, at my serving job, and otherwise connecting with people. I'm a talker, right? It definitely reminds me of somebody commenting on one of my, I think, Taurus readings, saying that that to be a tarot reader, especially online, you have to be a talker. And then they proceeded to mention that they assumed that I was talkative at my serving job as well. True. I definitely share too much at times, but I'm a storyteller. Anyways, we're shifting on forward to the Two of Cups. It feels like connecting with people is a big part of this time for you. People are feeling the desire, the need even, the okay given to them to connect to you, right? People want to ask you for assistance when they need it. People want to ask you for assistance when they don't even need it, but they actually do. Feeling like anybody and anything connected to you, Leo, especially at this point along your path, divine, okay? Divine. But you're going to be thinking about how opposites attract, potentially, but also thinking about how there are more people in your life at this point, and even more so moving forward with commonalities, okay, where you have commonalities with them, right? Things in common, interesting subjects being brought up, speaking upon what you're made out of. I don't know why that just came out. It feels like Spirit's reminding you throughout the remainder of September that you're really important, all right? You are somebody with this purpose and destiny in this lifetime that at times feels shadowed or forgotten or pushed aside due to certain ups and downs of your Leo path. But they're saying watch your world develop in the remainder of September to the point where it just feels enlightening, illuminating. It feels refreshing is the wording I'm getting. It feels invigorating even. And they're saying with those two last words pairing together, you deserve situations in your life that are not only rewarding and peaceful, but invigorating and refreshing. Or were those the last two? No. Anyways, moving right along, as I do get a bit jumbled within all of these messages. Now, I do feel as if your spirituality is taking a highlight in the mind, the awareness of others. Your ability otherwise, given I said ability, meaning one specifically, is also being noticed. And I feel that for a lot is very much in person, but it could be on social media or in the public eye otherwise. There's a well-spoken, peaceful, but passionate and motivated way about you. You wake up on the right side of the bed and you decide to grab your coffee or your tea or even just spark your day otherwise, and then buckle down and do what you have to do or get to where you need to go, and therefore do what you have to do or want to do. Self-care is of true importance as well. Somebody needs to be very much on top of a workout routine, but I do sense that either way you're looking pretty damn good and people are noticing this. There's a glow about you due to connecting with people, and I want to say even the connecting between you and your work for some, but it definitely could be a connection to an animal, all right, a pet. Definitely is a potential for you. But they're saying the ease that you have at this point when it comes to accomplishing, the ease that you hold and utilize in the remainder of September to connect with people of importance in your life, even people that maybe Spirit would label as, and even you might label them as somebody who's not super significant in your life, but is definitely part of your path or you're crossing paths with them. They're saying maybe an acquaintance per se, or a coworker. It does feel like this is magnificent. It's leaving people liking you, loving you, adoring you is what I'm hearing, thanking you, and welcoming you into, for somebody, a circle of friends. But I do feel as if somebody's regretting something in regards to you. They're just going to have to deal with it because it does feel like you're doing your own thing, and I don't feel like you're holding a grudge at this point in regards to whatever that is, because you're aware of it, but they're regretting it. That just is what it is. I'm a Leo, I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. The Hierophant card, the Hierophant card coming out because you're in the midst of change and development in your world. We didn't even speak upon this as the wheel churns to your advantage in your favor, even to the advantage of a situation that you are putting, and I feel have for a bit now, been putting effort and resources towards. I'm hearing the message of what you water, as I stutter, what you water grows. What you water is meant to prosper, all right? There's a sense of your hard work paying off, and you're seeing this evidently. Now, the Strength card, there's also a neat vibe about you, a desire, a motivation at certain points. Maybe you're getting a push by a spirit or two within your team of guides to tidy up, to maintain a clean environment at work, at home, you name it. And this absolutely is making a difference in regards to mental processing, right? Mental clarity being maintained and coming back to be, so that you can make wise decisions and feel at ease, all right? It does feel as if you want to better understand why a situation was selected for you, or why you were selected for a situation, but the lack of clarity in regards to that feels quite on point. Just accept it, right? Just roll on forward. But in other ways, I wouldn't be surprised if you are gaining clarity, and maybe even providing it to other people. You might be wrapped up with a situation like myself where I gain clarity for, these collectives, for you being drawn to this reading, which was very divinely guided, you clicking on this video, and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please do so. But then all the meanwhile, whether it's in the midst of me gaining the messages or rewatching my readings, editing them even, and then I help myself, right? Spirit help me through me, if you know what I mean. But it does feel like you're going to be feeling a sense of alone time working very much to your advantage, as I feel your Leo world is taking a change, is in the midst of change for the better. You're going to remember some sort of activity or migrating taking place outside, as I was drawn to a bike from a different chapter rewinding back. There's something about that. Anyways, you're also going to be feeling, this is our energy. You'll be feeling like a Leo throughout the remainder of September for the most part, but there may be a focus upon your moon sign as well, but I'm also getting your Venus sign. So I wouldn't be surprised if the way you connect to people once again, and even specifically love and romance, or the potential of which is in the books for you, or at least being thought about, spoken about. Now, you're going to be seeing things in a different light in regards to certain aspects of your world, and this is on point. 1222 1222. Anyways, you will be seeing certain levels of communication from spirit in the form of angel numbers, feathers specifically, as well as a seahorse is what I'm getting. Look up the spiritual meaning of that, and the spiritual meaning of a shell. Now, aquatic vibes may be coming into play, given I just mentioned those two, and you're flowing like water. Like a peaceful wave is what I just heard, a peaceful wave coming into shore. Now, you're also going to be feeling quite centered and grounded. If you do at a certain point or two feel quite stiff in the moment for whatever reasons, and I'm getting for somebody when you wake up, in the middle of the night or just to start your day, they're recommending stretching, okay? That's going to benefit you greatly, and make sure you're hydrating right off the bat. One or the other right off the bat. But I do feel as if you're being prepared in certain ways, and we've been talking about preparation for a lot more for you in a lot of your recent readings, but we're preparing you is the message for a happily ever after, right? For having more, for a happy life. A happy life is what you deserve. A peaceful life. Love is going to be rolling on in for you, especially after this month, and you're going to be feeling rewarded in that way and other ways. But let's get ready to wrap up this reading, because someone's now cutting the grass outside by saying this is a very spiritual, very intuitive, and very life-changing time for you. Get ready for your happily ever after. Absolutely beautiful. So if this was truly helpful, obviously don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. I will definitely see you next time, Leo. Love and light.